What is up, everybody? It is tier list day. My name is Wes. This is Topshelfers. And today we are following up our Studio Ghibli tier list with a Pixar best movie to worst movie tier list. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right away. I know I'm going to put your movie in the wrong spot. I'm sorry. I love you. It's just this is my opinion. This one is super difficult. I've done these videos now a couple times where we're ranking stuff in specific order. I get the idea of what to do, and then I don't really think about it, and we just do it, right? So I don't have a pre-plan on these videos of as far as like what number I'm going to put something. Obviously, I know my opinion, um, but I'm excited to hop into this one because I obviously I grew up with Pixar. Being born in the 90s meant that in 95 the first Pixar movie was released with Toy Story, and I've kind of grown up with all the movies and Andy and all that type of stuff. And um, I've loved Pixar for as long as I could as long as I could remember. I even remember seeing some of the movies in theater when I was younger, and it's good memories. With that being said, um, let me know below what your top five are, because I'm very curious if universally everyone enjoys the same films or not. And drop a sub. We're trying to hit 1,000. Let's make some dreams come true, baby. All right. Okay. Without further ado, let's hop into this. We have our top 10. We have 11 through 15. We have 16 through 20, 21 through 26, and then the worst one. You know, Looking at it now, the worst one, like, I think we're going to start struggling right about the 16 to the 20 range. For me personally, that's kind of where I kind of see myself beginning to struggle. Now, there is one movie that is not on this list, which is Inside Out 2. It just wasn't on this list anyways, and it's a good thing because that's the only one that I haven't seen. So it kind of worked out in my favor here. Um, for me, I think we can start off pretty quick with kind of my bottom of the barrel movies, in my opinion. Um, Firstly, I think my least favorite one is going to be Luca. Just personally, not. I watched it once. I was like, yeah, I could have gone without watching that movie. And for most Pixar movies, you can't really say that. Um, 26 is going to be Churning Red. Just again, it was cute, but it just really wasn't great for me. I didn't really enjoy the movie. Um, Followed by Toy Story 4. I went as an adult with, at my time, my girlfriend or fiance, I don't remember, to see Toy Story 4 in the movie theater, and was like, this was a mistake. All of the new characters were dumb. I didn't like anything about the movie. Not good. Followed by, we're going to put Cars 3 right here. So this is 26, 25, 24. Shit, maybe we're gonna start struggling earlier than I thought. No, I don't think so. I think we put Good Dinosaur here, so that's 6, 5, 4, 3. And this is where we really are gonna start ruffling feathers. And I apologize. Just remember, it's not personal. um, okay, so we're gonna put Lightyear here. I was so hyped for that movie and was so let down. Just straight up, just was. So that's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So we need one more in this category. Oh, I. It's tough because I think I know what I want to put here, and it is going to light people up with anger. And I just, for me, I just didn't care that there was a second one, but I know that people really wanted a second one. Oh, wait. Hold on. Maybe we should stop before we get too far ahead of ourselves. Okay, because there is an easy answer, and I just didn't realize it. Cars 2 is 21. Shout out to Cars 2 and 3 being in the bottom tiers. Um, I thought I was going to start pissing off people super early. Um, so starting off at 20, I think for me, we're going to do Onward. I thought I was going to love Onward because it's the fantasy. I like fantasy. Just didn't really do it for me. I didn't think it was great. Whew, man, we're really getting into the thick of it, aren't we? Okay. Oh man, dude, I don't know. This is doing these tier lists without thinking about them beforehand. It is kind of stressful because like, and not like actual stress, but you know what I mean. Because I'm like, all right, I think I know where my direction's going for like the top of the list, but how do I do the bottom of the list? Because like right here, there's such good movies, right? There really is. But like there's a few that are obviously much better than the rest. Like I would say that going into the next few picks will probably, I mean, Monster University's kind of in this range. Soul's probably kind of in this range. Finding Dory's definitely in this range. But it's like it's tough because I really think like I'll be completely honest with you. Everything from 20 and up, I really enjoyed. These movies, whatever, right? And honestly, we probably could do that. That's how much I dislike Toy Story 4. I think I do enjoy Luca more than Toy Story 4. Um, but like even still, like these aren't bad movies. Like I don't hate them. And definitely trying to rank the tops. Like I don't hate from this point on and even onward and like onward. I like all these movies, right? They're easily, if I'm rating them out of 10, they're easily sevens and higher after this point, right? Some of these maybe like 6.5, I don't know, 6, 5. But everything else from this point is a good movie, in my opinion. Well, like relative to each other. Um, okay, enough chit chatting. Let's just get down to the brass tacks. We're gonna put Monsters University at 19, even though it has like one or two moments that had me cackling. We're gonna do Soul at 18. We're going to do Spug's Life at 17. Sorry, OGs. Sorry, my OGs. Love you, but it ain't happening. Um, it was nostalgia. It's really not that good of a movie compared to the rest. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So 20, 19, 18, 17. So we need one more in this category. Man. It can't be anything from like here left. And it can't be Coco. See, this is the particular audience that I'm afraid to piss off, and we're just gonna do it. I didn't think Incredibles 2 was that good. I just didn't. I'm not a big Incredibles 1 fan in general, like as far as like Pixar movies go, you'll see that shortly. But like Incredibles 2 wasn't that good, guys. It really wasn't. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll move on. If that's your favorite movie, well, let me know, I guess. I'm sorry. Okay, going into the 15 through 11 range, and this is going to piss people off that I'm putting Elemental above Bug's Life and Incredibles 2. Sorry. We're going to go Elemental. We're going to go Dory. Dory was cute, but it wasn't the sequel that I was hoping for, personally. It kind of, a little bit of a letdown. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just always concerned that I did my math wrong, but I know I didn't. Okay. So now we're in the real thick of it. So we have 15, 14. So I need 3 more out of the top 10. Man. I think for all intensive purposes, Toy Story 2 is out of the top 10. I know. Damn, right? But like I just think it's hard to rank itself with the rest of these movies, okay? I know one that's not making the top 10 for sure, even though I really like it. Like I just compared to what's left, it can't be in there, and that's Brave. I really enjoy Brave. I think Brave is phenomenal, but it just can't quite be in that top 10. So that's 15, 14, 13, 12. And we need one more just outside of that top 10. And I know what movie it is. It's Up. Now, I Up is phenomenal. But really, at the end of the day, the first 15 minutes of Up is heartbreaking storytelling where you can resonate so much because you just it makes you aware of mortality and love and compassion and what can happen when you lose it, and whether or not, and like this life doesn't stop if you stop, right? Everything around you keeps going and keeps going, and whether or not the movie's about Walt, I think his name is, I haven't seen it in a minute, I don't remember the names. If the Phil if the Boy Scout guy is taking him to the afterlife, or he's trying to teach him for like how to forgive himself or how to move on, like whatever the reason being, I feel like the movie loses that luster after like the first 20 minutes, but still a good movie. And to be quite frank with you, now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably more like this. Somewhere right here for me. Up's phenomenal, but it's just not quite there for the top 10. Still a phenomenal movie, but I don't know. I don't know how to do this section, to be honest with you. Like from Bug's Life to Brave is definitely the hardest section of this tier list, in my opinion. Because I feel like you could also throw a couple of these in that section. Bug's Life could be switched with Brave. Incredibles 2 could be switched with Elemental. That's the toughest section of this video, in my opinion, until we get to like the top 5. All right. So coming in at number 10, we're going to put Inside Out. I was humbly surprised at how much I enjoyed watching this movie. I didn't know if I would care about it or not, but it is very charming, very cute, very wonderful. I need to watch Inside Out too, but I just haven't got around to it. Coming in at number 9 is going to be Coco. I know Coco doesn't hit a lot of people's top 10. I loved it. I love the art. I love the music. I love the story it's telling. I loved everything about Coco. I feel like that's probably my most controversial top 10 here, because I'm sure a lot of people would take Up, Incredibles 2, Bugs Life, Brave. I feel like they would take tons of these movies over Coco. I get it. For me personally, top 10. All right, now we get into the thick of things and where I said I'm going to piss people off. Incredibles is number 8 for me. I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, how dare you put Incredibles above or below Cars and Ratatouille and Wall-E? I'm sorry. I just okay, when I say I'm sorry, Incredibles is still phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not good. But compared to the rest of the group, I'm sorry. It's just not better. It just isn't. Like, there's some good moments in it, but there's also a large chunk of that movie where I'm just sitting there like, okay. Okay. And then there's a couple like good one-liners and then some action, and you're like, okay, cool. Going to bed. This is where we get really difficult. Our top 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like top 7 this is going to be one of the hardest tier lists that we will do in the top 7. Maybe top 6, because Cars is definitely going at 7. I do enjoy the first Cars. It's a lot of fun. I wish they didn't make a second and third one. The second one isn't as atrocious as the third one, but it's pretty rough. Okay. So, we have the original Toy Story, we have Monsters Inc., we have Finding Nemo, Ratatouille, Wally, and Toy Story 3. This is tough. This is tough. And here's why for me. The original Toy Story was one of the first movies that I remember like loving as a child. I've gone back and watched it, and yeah, the art style and the animation is a little slow, a little difficult, but like it takes you back to what it was like being a child. And to be honest with you, like I feel like it's going to be one of those movies that they study in like in film school and history classes because it really does show what it was like being a kid before the next big tech boom. You know, Annie didn't have a cell phone in Toy Story. You know, it was about toys. It was about there was no iPad in his room. There's books, there's toys, there's different things like that. I'm not trying to make a statement or anything. I'm just saying that like and same with like Toy Story 2, right? Like you know, these are movies of like showing what it was like to have toys that you cared about and taking care of them and having like that desire to make them cool and fun, and it really means a lot. Monsters Inc. is just a 10 out of 10. There's memes that still last to this day from Monsters Inc. It's funny. There's great moments. There's heartfelt moments. The whole dynamic between realizing that something that you were told was bad isn't bad. It actually can't hurt you. Like, there's so much to take away from it. Finding Nemo, I mean, what a masterclass of a story and an animation and characters that are just so wacky and cool. Like I remember when Finding Nemo came out and everyone was quoting Crush at school and like headbutting each other and going, dude, like it was a big thing. Ratatouille is just straight fun. Wally has a great message and kind of a scary one at that. And then Toy Story 3, which should have been the cutoff for Toy Story, was, you know, it. Like I said, I kind of grew with Andy. I was born in the earlier 90s, kind of mid 90s. And, you know, there's a time when you're out of high school and you're going to college or you're going into your work and career. And, you know, you think back of all the fond memories of the things that you enjoyed as a kid and, you know, now what? And like, you still hold those memories close because they were so important, but you don't find the same joy on like a day-to-day basis. It's a really weird thing to go through. So I think there's kind of a clear path for some of this. I think that we're gonna put Wally at 6. I fucking love Wally. I do, and I know this is gonna upset one person specifically that I know. Um, but I just think I resonate more with some of these other ones, and then we'll follow up with Ratatouille at 5. And then we have our top 4: Toy Story 1, Toy Story 3, Monsters Inc., and Finding Nemo. I'm kind of lost at what I think here. I think Toy Story 3 is the most emotional one out of them. It really is. Like it's it's what growing up and maturing really means in some of the scenes, and it's pretty, it can be pretty sad. Um, but goddamn, do I like Monsters Inc. and Finding Nemo. I'm kind of lost for words here. I think, oh man, oh dude, I don't even know, man. I think I'm gonna put, damn, I don't even know. I think I'm gonna put Toy Story 3 at number 4. I think I'm gonna put Monsters Inc. at number 3. I'm gonna put Finding Nemo at number 2, and we're gonna round out OG Toy Story at number 1. I could I could definitely rearrange these on any given day based on how I'm feeling. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch all of them at the same day, do a marathon, and then be like, okay, for sure I enjoyed watching this one better. Um, but yeah, I think Pixar had one of the best runs of any production company for this genre of movie, animated kids or whatever, animated kids movies or whatever you want to call it. Like from Toy Story 1 to Toy Story 3 and everything in between was just fucking amazing. So let's look at the community rank. It's going to look different because I obviously change up the list. So they had Ratatouille first, which is crazy. Um, Nothing surprising here. I know Incredibles is going to be S tier for most people. I know. I'm sorry. I don't disagree with anything up here at S. I mean, I don't disagree with anything here. Soul is really good. I okay, I do disagree with Toy Story 4 and Cars 3 and people shitting on Brave. Brave gets shit on a lot, and I don't understand why. I think Brave's amazing, but whatever. To each their own. Okay, well, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear specifically what your top 5 are, or maybe even what your top 10 are, just to see how far off we are. And just remember, it's all fun. You know, we're all these movies are great. Nothing here is awful, and we're having fun with it. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.